Let's talk about the business units and the setup of new business units. In RB, click on Entities and go to Business Units. Now I've already clicked Search so you can kind of see all of the business units that we have set up in our system. But basically, a business unit is your company, your revenue center. So you need to put your company information into the RB system so you can track everything that you do. You may or may not have more than one business unit, and that really depends on you. A lot of our clients will actually only have one business unit because they only have the need for one office. But if you have branch offices or you need to track revenue at individual levels, then you could have other business units created. And this would be some kind of examples that we have set up. We could have one main office here in Burlingame, California, another one in Tustin, California, and another one in Houston, Texas. So we can track the revenue and all of the work that goes through each one of those areas, all the branch offices, separately throughout the actual system. Now, how do you create a new business unit? Well, it's real simple. All you do is click New over here at the top right. But I'm just going to open up one of our business units here so you can see what it looks like with data already input. So if I open up our main business unit, you can kind of see what this already looks like. The BU name is your company name, so put it there like exactly how you want to see it with the address and phone numbers. Okay. So this is important because however you type this information in, that's how your report headers will actually appear. That's how your invoices and statements can have your company information listed as well, so that's important. Scrolling down to the additional information section, you'll have a place for your tax ID. You can input that. And you'll have a place for your remit to. So the remit to is important because this is where you want your payments for your invoices to be sent to. So if you want them to go to the same business unit as you're setting up, so I'm in one main, then I can make it go to that same address. It'll go right there. Now some people, they may have a P.O. box that they actually have them go to, so you can actually set up a P.O. box as a business unit and call it remit like I have in this example. And then you can remit your actual business units to that one, so it'll use that P.O. box as the address. That's up to you. Coming down in your preferences, these can be important. Jobs due in a certain amount of days. Now, this automatically excludes weekends and the holidays that you check, that you guys observe in the system preferences. But this is basically for how many days you give your resources to turn their jobs in before they're late. Late charge in, this has to do with how many days before RB will assess a late charge onto the invoices. So if you add a late charge to your invoices, you will use this field. If you do a finance charge or you do not use a late charge, then you would leave this at 0. Okay? But in our example, right, we do add one, so we put 30 here. Pages to deduct, don't worry about. Apply cutoff to payments. Also, this has to do with payroll. If you make your reporters wait to get paid until you're paid, and you require the checks to come in and be put into RB by a certain date before you'll release those to the resource, then you should check this box because that means that you are applying the cutoff to the payments, meaning they have to come in by a certain cutoff date. Down here you have the accounts section. So we have our general accounts, our default accounts, or you can actually use the chart of accounts function to set up your own and select your own accounts in there. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, you have the invoice statement logo section on the left, and on the right, you have the PDF transcript logo section. So pretty self-explanatory here. Just make sure you guys read the small definition of what it is, and then the guidelines to follow for each one. And then you just a matter of clicking here or dragging the files to actually upload them. Real simple. And once you're done, just go ahead and click Save and Close to close everything out.